Lieutenant Dane.
Hello, Forrest.
You got new legs. New legs.
Yeah, I got new legs. Custom made. Titanium alloy. It's what they use on the space shuttle.
What up, YouTube? My name is Vic, and I am the Brooklyn Watch Guy. And if this is your first time on the channel, this channel is all about watch buying, collecting, unboxings, and reviews in the affordable range, which I define as $1,000 or less. If you're into that, I invite you to stick around, watch the video. If you make it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so you know every time I put a new video up. And folks, today we're going to be taking a look at this guy right here. Block my face out so you can zoom in and focus. This is the 1T Solar from -8 microband from California. This watch has quickly become one of my favorites. This is also my very first titanium watch. So without further delay, let's get into this review. All right, folks. So, I'm going to give you a little background on -8 before we get into the watch details. But -8, based in California, I think Los Angeles, not 100% sure on that one. But they have a, pretty small range of watches. They all share a similar design language, very similar to this guy here. Me personally, I like it. I like the look of it. I think it's unique enough. These days, it's really hard to do something different in the watch world. I think we've gotten to a point where almost everything has been done. So I like their approach. They use different colors. Different colors. Slightly they play with the fonts and stuff. It gives their watches enough of a unique look, and it appeals to me. I like it. This, as I stated in the opening, this watch is made of titanium. This is their only quartz offering out of all their models. Now, of course, because it's solar, it's quartz, but it's not really quartz. It's never going to die on you as long as you keep it charged. But all their other watches are automatics. They use either NH35 or NH34 for their GMTs. This guy also has a Seiko movement inside, but we're going to get into that here in a little bit. They do offer free shipping in the United States, 30-day return window, and they also back their watches with a 2-year warranty, so that's pretty good, peace of mind. You can search eBay for these guys. I personally got this guy directly from -8. And so with that, let's get into the specs. So as I stated, titanium case and bracelet. You get a flat sapphire crystal with AR coating, 200 meters of water resistance, school down crown, and their crowns are signed. Pretty cool. It's actually a big crown, easy to grab, and it's unscrewed because you will see red. So that's how you know your crown is unscrewed. And you see as I screw it back in, the red disappears. And they do put the 20 atmospheres and titanium there on the side. So pretty cool. I like that you can actually tell when your crown is unscrewed. It's easy to tell on other watches, but they give you that extra peace of mind by putting that little red there, so you know for a fact that your crown is unscrewed. So getting back to the specs here, you get a 42 millimeter case, 49 millimeters lug to lug, 20 millimeter bandwidth. Bandwidth, lug width. What else? I already said. Oh, you get a screw down case back with this guy. They use C1 Super Luminova in green and orange. The lume on this guy to me is one of the weaknesses. It's just not very bright. It's not going to last very long. The orange part is very faint. Very faint. You sometimes don't even know if it's lume or not, but it's very, very, very faint. Not great at all. Like I said, it's not going to last very long. But otherwise, to me, that's probably one of the few things I could really nitpick on. Also on the bezel, this is a 120 click bezel, but here, see when I get it in there, you get a little back plate, and sometimes it has like kind of pop back on me, and it'll look like it's misaligned, but it's not. So, a little bit of maybe quality control there in the bezel. But honestly, to me, those are two really, really minor things. If it's just the lume and a little bit of bezel action that I'm complaining about, I think that's a good day. So let me put this guy on the scale so you see how much it weighs. Now, this guy came with 3 spare links, and when I tried it on, I actually didn't have to remove links. It was perfectly sized. So given that it's titanium, it's going to be pretty light. So you get about 104 grams. You know, I will say that I wore this guy on my most recent vacation to the Philippines, where it's very hot. And, you know, metal bracelets and heat, they don't tend to do very well together. This guy was never uncomfortable to me. Very light. I wore it all day. Yeah, very light, very comfortable. Actually got some compliments on it. There's actually a pretty good watch community in the Philippines, in Manila, where I was. So, you know, people notice these things, and, you know, some conversation started. Bracelet does have a bit of a design to it too. You know, the way it's cut. I like it. I mean, to me, like I said, this watch is very attractive. I really like, you know, -8 was a brand that I had seen, never really, you know, paid attention to. And then I got this guy, and I'm glad that I got it, because I'm really enjoying this watch. Let's get into the movement. This uses a Seiko Epson AS01 solar movement. You get 4 months of power reserve and a full charge, and it takes about 5 hours in sunlight to get it from dead or almost dead to a full charge. And you'll know the hands will start sputtering. The second hand will start sputtering. So that's how you know you need to take it out and charge it up. But with all that, guys, that's the specs. Let me give this guy, I'm going to put this guy on my wrist and give you some on-wrist looks and give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like on my wrist. It's got a, you know, presence on it, but it's not bad. It's, you know, the dimensions are, to me, pretty average. But like I said, this watch wears very light because it is titanium. It's light. It's a very strong watch. For me, you can see now here on the clasp, it hasn't really scratched. And I wear this guy. This guy doesn't get a lot of in the box time. This guy's on my wrist a lot. And, you know, it's held up. I know titanium watches get a rep for, you know, scratching and looking ugly after a while. So far, this guy's been pretty durable for me. You know, but time will tell otherwise. But I can't complain about it so far. And, you know, the only thing, like I said, it came already perfectly sized for me. The only thing I had to do is go on the micro adjust, and you do get a fair amount there. I had to go like one hole over. But that's, other than that, pretty comfortable watch. Doesn't pull hair, very important. I do have hairy arms. But, you know, I'm not typically a fan of metal bracelets. But this one, you know, I left on. It's, like I said, even in the heat of the Manila, this guy never got uncomfortable for me. I got this guy for about $313. That's after a discount code. If you sign up for their newsletter with -8, they'll send you a discount code. You know, do that. Get some money knocked off this guy. Save money where you can. Otherwise, you can check eBay. I don't see these come up too much on eBay. Amazon, I've never checked. I don't think they sell directly on Amazon. This is one of their more affordable offerings. I believe their field watch is a little cheaper, and those are automatic, guys. So you know, if you've seen -8, you know, because I saw these guys on Facebook first before I heard about them, but I never really saw anything about them. And then I started seeing them show up on Facebook. I can tell you they are 100% legit. I have proof here. The watch is pretty good. I'm enjoying it, and I do recommend this. I think with what I've seen from this watch and what I've experienced from it, I am probably going to pick up another -8 watch. I do like the look of this field watch. It's really attractive to me. And that's probably going to be the one that I buy next. And if I do, I'll unbox it with you guys here. So guys, with that said, that's going to conclude this one. I'll see you on my next video. Peace. Hey, YouTube, it's Vic, the Brooklyn Watch Guy. Got any questions or suggestions for content? Well, scan this QR code, send me an email. Maybe you see your idea come up, or I'll answer your question on a video. Thank you for watching.